Yo, what's up people, this is FX, and in today's video we're talking about Euro USD. In the last video we talked about some fundamentals. We talked about how CPI was going to drop, we talked about FOMC, we also talked about the Bank of Japan. But in today's video we want to see how all of this information play out on the chart. You know, one thing traders do is that they come into the forex market, they focus mainly on the chart, but here is one thing you miss. If you can't point the dot on why stuff like that happen the way they do, you get up getting things wrong, and this is why you lose money trading the forex market. But you're lucky because we're here to help you put this information, the same fundamental you got on Friday, to the chart, so you understand where it is we're going for the week and make better trading decisions for yourself. So right now I am on the chart of Euro USD, and as always we'll go back to the higher time frame. You know how we do top-down analysis, so let's start with the daily time frame. So right now we're on the daily chart, and my chart looks a bit messy, but it is what it is, guys. It's the same thing I always do every time, making sure my chart is exactly how I want it to be, so just pardon me. So right now, one thing we should pay attention to is the fact that the trend is going up. However, we can notice a break right here, right? We can notice a break right here, right? Looking at it, you see price already broke this structure. This shows you a change of trend. Now we're expecting a sell. Now the reason why we're expecting a sell isn't because price shows us this break of lower low, right? That's not just the reason why. We're selling because of most of the things that have been happening overall around the world, right? It's about macroeconomics and also about these news events that affect the price of the forex market every now and then. So it is what it is, right? The war in Iran has caused a lot of tension around the world, and you can see how it is. The sales of petrol, the sales of energy around countries is now something else. We're seeing the all-time high of petrol and all that, so we even predict it so it gets to like $200 per barrel. We don't really know. However, we understand that the US are kind of benefiting from all of this because a lot of people are investing mainly in the US right now. We've seen a stockpile of sales in bonds and in treasury bills. It's just so cool for them right now, and this is why we are going to be choosing the dollar over any other pair this week. Now we're on the Euro USD chart. The question is, what would happen with this information I just gave? We want to be selling the Euro USD. We want to be selling Euro USD, but from where, you would ask? You see, right now you could see price, right, give you series of you could see price give us a series of higher high, higher low, right, higher high, right, then higher low, then a new higher high. But notice this, price broke this previous higher low, right, and right now we're expecting a push down to the sell side. Now there's one thing I would like you to notice, the prevalence of patterns here. You could see the first shoulder, this head, and then the next shoulder forming right here. So we are here on USD. We already see the first shoulder, the head, and the second shoulder forming. So the question is, what do I expect going forward into the coming week? I mean, from Monday, expect price to hit this resistance area right here. This line I just drew right here, you could see the resistance area. So we could expect price to get to 1.07, right? 1.07 457, right? That's the price area we're going for, right? And exactly what it is, we expect price to get there and then probably show us a pattern such as we've seen before, the head and shoulder, or the double bottom. Will I see the double bottom or the double top, right? We could expect some head or shoulder, I mean, then a push down, then we sell. Now this isn't about what chart is just showing me alone, it's also about what the fundamental says, because I'm big on fundamentals, guys. If it's in fundamental, then it may not really make that much sense, right? So right now we are doing this because of what fundamental says, right? Because fundamental tells us why stuff happen the way they do. So on Monday, expect price to continue going up for a short bit, probably for the whole day, for the whole Monday. Expect price to get to this area right here, this resistance area. Then expect your reaction for the half of Tuesday before price continues to fall, right? before you see a push down, right? So this is what we're expecting for Euro USD. The same thing goes with GBP USD. Let's go look for GBP USD. Okay, so a clear chart, and now we're on the daily, right? We're on the daily time frame. The next question is, where is the trend headed, right? Where's the trend headed? We could see the price showing you a push to the upside, right? We could see price showing you a push to the upside, right? So we know price is buying. So right now we can see price is showing us a push to the upside, so we know price is buying. Now look at this: higher highs and higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, right? Higher high. Let me push this out again. Then a higher high. But notice this: price didn't create a new high. It didn't create a new high. So all we observe was the fact that price around this area looks like giving us a head and shoulder pattern. Let me put this away. So right now we just go down to the line 2. Pick up our rectangle 2. We see this, right? The same thing we may check out on Euro USD. We see price reacting around this area right here. So we can see the first shoulder, the head, and then the next shoulder forming. So the question is, what would happen now based on the fundamentals around what happened on Friday, the CPI release, the FOMC meeting, and also the Bank of Japan. Now, this isn't about Japan, but about just the US alone, and also about the war happening around the world. You understand that the dollar is strong, the dollar is bullish. So, because of this, we are expecting a sell for GBP USD and Euro USD. However, price won't just sell, right? So, we're expecting some reactions. So, on Monday, expect price to give you a further push to the upside, probably around this resistance area. Then expect some reaction, right? Maybe your head and shoulder, whatever. Then price continues to fall, right? Then price continues to fall. Now, it is that simple and straightforward. So if you're a trader, you want to trade in the coming week, it's important you understand where you want to be so you don't be at the wrong side of the chart or of the trend. So it is what it is. We pay attention to the fundamentals, and then we go in and make sense of all of that on the chart. Now, this is why we are here. My name remains FX, and if you haven't followed me, please do that right now. Like the video, share, go tell your guys about what we do right here. We just want to help you trade the forex market better and give you information that make you take the right decisions for yourself. See you in the next one. Bye for now. Peace.